Welcome to the future of understanding. This is Neuromind Insights, where we unlock the power of your mind.
Deep inside the head is a cluster of structures known as the limbic system. This area acts as the control center for the reward circuit, ultimately regulating your ability to feel pleasure. The biological logic here is straightforward. When you experience something positive, feeling pleasure motivates you to repeat those behaviors, ensuring you do the things necessary to survive. Zooming into a microscopic synapse, a sending cell fires a burst of dopamine. These molecules cross the gap, connecting with receptors on the receiving cell to pass the signal onward. To reset, transporter channels sweep up excess dopamine, pulling it back to maintain balance. This natural ebb and flow of dopamine helps the brain learn and adapt to the complex rewards we encounter in the real world. Because human motivation relies on this exact chemical loop, it creates a biological vulnerability. If a substance can artificially manipulate that specific exchange of dopamine, it can hijack the entire reward system. When methamphetamine enters the bloodstream and reaches the brain, it initiates a precise two-pronged attack on that microscopic gap between the cells. First, meth molecules physically block the transporter channels, preventing dopamine from being recycled. Then, the drug actively forces the sending cell to release massive, unnatural volumes of dopamine. This immense swarm becomes trapped in the synaptic gap for extended periods. Bombarded by this trapped swarm, the receiving cell is activated to dangerously high levels, pushing the brain's circuitry far beyond its biological limits. For the user, this cellular overload translates into a sudden, intense surge of euphoria, a powerful but very short-lived high. By flooding the system and trapping the chemical in an inescapable loop, the drug guarantees a massive neurological reward. This specific combination is the exact mechanical reason methamphetamine is immediately and severely addictive. Over time, forcing the brain to sustain this unnatural level of activity extracts a severe physical toll on the biological architecture itself. The brain attempts to adapt to these massive chemical floods by rewiring its own reward system. The threshold for satisfaction rises so high that the user finds it nearly impossible to feel pleasure from ordinary, everyday activities. This chart shows the physical degradation of nerve terminals over a multi-month progression of meth use. The continuous chemical imbalance erodes these terminals where dopamine is stored, and the repeated toxicity physically damages and kills the surrounding brain cells. As these specific areas of the brain degrade, users experience sharp declines in memory, lose the ability to focus, and struggle with decision-making and emotional regulation. Without the proper biological structures to regulate dopamine, extreme mood swings take hold, frequently escalating into severe paranoia, vivid hallucinations, and episodes of violent behavior. The drug effectively breaks the biological machinery of motivation, replacing a natural survival instinct with an entirely destructive chemical loop. Even after a person stops using methamphetamine, these structural brain changes and cognitive deficits persist, lasting for months or sometimes years. However, the human brain possesses neuroplasticity, the physical ability to adapt and rewire itself. Given enough time away from the drug, the brain can slowly heal the damaged circuitry and restore its normal baseline functions. Reversing this level of cellular damage requires getting help early through professional, evidence-based treatment, including medical detox and structured rehab. The Recovery Village Addiction and Mental Health Rehab Centers offer this level of care from licensed medical experts. If you or someone you know is struggling, you can call their recovery advocates directly at 855-239-9898 to find treatment. Understanding how the brain works is the first step to healing it. If you found this breakdown helpful, please like the video, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe to The Explainer. Let us know in the comments what biological mechanisms you want us to cover next.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Neuromind Insights for more.